Today we're going to be covering how to spot a fake 2003 Topps LeBron James rookie card. This one was actually requested by a follower on Twitter. So if you guys want to request what videos to cover on a spotting fakes video, make sure to send me that suggestion on Twitter or Instagram. Now, these cards, you can find them online quite a bit on marketplaces like Facebook or Etsy or Mercari. They do occasionally leak out to card shows. If you see them on person, they are much easier to tell than a photo online. But I'm going to show you guys how to tell the fake on both the front and the back of the card. So that way you guys don't get scammed out of a couple $100. All right, guys, we have the two LeBron James over here. The real one's going to be on the left. The fake one is here on the right. This one I grabbed already graded. This was a higher graded example, confirmed its authenticity. The one here on the right, I found on Etsy, and it is completely fake. In fact, the seller put on there, it's a rookie reprint. Reprint printed back at home illegally. So without further ado, let's go into the different signs on why this card is real and this one is fake. Now, like I talk about in many other videos in my book, first thing you want to kind of do with these type of cards is feel like the texture of them, because the counterfeits, they just can't get them right. So if you can find a 2003 Topps basketball card, do that. You can grab a Dwayne Wade, I believe is rookie, and Chris Bosh, or you can even grab a common, because they are all printed in the same process in comparison to the counterfeiter's basement with this example over here. So do that first. The second thing I'd take a look at, and it's much easier to tell in person than it is with photos online, is the foil on the card. Now, 99.9999% are going to have the foil. Topps does have some error cards, but they don't print out the foil. But if you're not sure, just avoid the card, right? So make sure you're buying this card with foil. The counterfeits, majority of the counterfeits are going to have no foil. In fact, they try to deceive you and make it look like it's a foil quality. So you guys can kind of compare the pictures side by side right now. You can see a little bit of the difference. And I know it's tough with how people take photos of cards. It's not perfect. Sometimes lighting can be bad and different things like that. But I can 100% tell you that there is no foil on this card. You guys can tell with the silver right over here, the silver right here versus this looking pretty dark and printed on over here as well. Like, look at the difference between the two logos. This one stands out, whereas this one does not. And even over here, basketball player, right? Etched outline. This is etched, but it does not pop in comparison of that. Now, again, since photos are a little bit low quality, it's tough to compare side by side exactly, like different color standpoints and different things like that. What I recommend is you guys technically look at some like the different shadows and patterns like that. So let's see if we can notice anything a little bit different on these ones. They're kind of low quality pictures, guys. It's kind of tough on this example. But we're going to go over to the back because there is a few other things that are actually pretty easy to tell. Now, the first thing I noticed with these over here, and I do this with every card, is always check a look at the copyright logo. So you guys can see in this real example, right? It's clean, crisp copyright. The one over here, super small, and I've seen better pictures of this and it's kind of jotted. It's not perfect at all by any means. So if you're seeing pretty low quality printing on the copyright, because it's tough, right? Copyright logo is really, really small. Unless you have a high quality printer, you're not gonna get that perfect. That's pretty shoddy. Also, this NBA logo, you guys can see, like, you can't see the white outline on it versus this example right over here. The white outline is pretty obvious. It's nice and clear. This one, you kind of just don't see it. So that's a big red flag. Topps logo looks off. This card numbering looks off as well. I mean, this text over here, nice, bright and bold versus this one, it's not. Same with over here, draft 2003. You guys can see like how much darker this is on the real version versus this fake. So even like over here, made him a superstar. That period looks a bit larger than this one over here. Less quality on this side of things. And I'm sure there's more things to look at too. I mean, even the Cavaliers logo, you guys can see a little bit more of the basketball, the seams here at the bottom. Could be just the picture, but again, what I'm comparing with, and just look at the text, it is off. But I mean, when you're going to go buy this card, if you're going to buy it raw, just double check it. Make sure to always look with the comment of the year, or you can look back at this video as a reference. Hope it was helpful. Also have a book on Amazon, Spotting Fakes, and make sure to grab that. And if you want to see even more basketball fakes, check this one out right here where I go over a fake big man on court.